I know cooking can be a bit of a chore. Sandi Richard is here to make it a little bit easy for us all. Like she always does. I love that you make things very 1, 2, 3 paint by numbers in the kitchen, especially when you're cooking once, but you get to make 2 meals out of it.
Yes, I love doing that. I love going double duty all the time. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to show how you can use harvest vegetables because they're so inexpensive right now.
And they're fresh
it's
and they're
crazy,
amazing.
like massive bags for a couple of bucks.
Yeah,
you know? So how do we use them? Well, we're entering into that beautiful time of year where we love stews and we love those
something
soups,
hearty,
you know, something
and
hearty and but we also want healthy fare, right? So this is 350 calories. It's an amazing chicken stew. You're going to make it right now.
I'm going to make it because you always make me work.
I
right,
love
Sandi?
when you cook. I love when you cook.
I only cook on the show.
I don't believe that.
Never in real life.
I don't believe that.
Okay, so what should I add
here? What we're going to do, we're going to add a little bit of spice. We're going to add just a garlic and herb seasoning that doesn't have salt. You know, I'm a big fan.
Yep.
Here's some lemon pepper. We're really going to give it a boost, some kind of like a citrus-y flavor.
Yeah.
We're going to add some pepper, fresh ground pepper in there. And then we're going to just start layering it with our vegetables. So we're going to put the onion in, get that going.
I love onion. It always smells so good.
Yes, and we love to stir that around a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, why do we stir the onion around and why do we want it to sort of caramelize? I mean, right now we're on television, so we have to speed things up, but normally we'd let this go for a few more minutes, and it's because, of course, the onions start to react with the heat and they get sweet naturally.
Yeah.
So it's wonderful. You get your sugar without it being unhealthy.
And it'll make your kitchen smell amazing.
And it makes your kitchen smell amazing.
So celery's always good?
Celery is yummy. It's kind of like the trilogy, you know, when you're doing stews or soups, you got to put carrots in, got to put celery in. And now we're going to layer with some other vegetables, some of the harvest vegetables that are really inexpensive.
Do you want it all
right
in
now.
there?
Go for it.
Okay, so we've got the broccoli, which is going to be awesome for you.
Yep.
We've got the carrots.
Yes.
Good for the eyes, the eyesight.
$2 for a bag like that.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
and they store a long, 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 long time.
And then the mushrooms. What are mushrooms good for anyways?
Mushrooms have got so many nutrients. I know for sure A and E, but I mean, they are just yummy. That's all I know.
Yeah, they're good. They're like a good starchy vegetable, and that's why people use the portobello mushrooms to almost be a meat substitute.
That is my favorite, portobello. And do you know that when I make a tomato sauce, I do the base with portobello, and I can't even tell that there's not meat in it.
Right.
Okay.
It's good
now
stuff.
What we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of a cream of chicken soup.
Okay.
Now, I love using soups as cheaters because it's loaded with vegetables, really lean protein. We've got chicken breast in here, but just a little bit of soup. Now you can use cream of celery, you can use cream of asparagus, you can use whatever you want. And you're going to stir that up. Make sure you kind of like get like that. Try not to stir too much because, just kind of move it around with the spoon.
Am I doing it right, Mom?
You know, just like.
Is that, like that?
And then add some water.
That?
Yes, a little bit like a little bit of that. And then we're going to just add a couple of teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce. And the Worcestershire sauce, what it does is it gives it a beautiful caramel color. Yeah. But it also adds a little zing.
You tell me when to stop.
A couple of teaspoons. Come on, you know. She says she doesn't cook. That's good. It's going to be a really nice brown color now.
I was trying to get it some flavor, you know.
And that's it. This is going to cook down, and it's going to look like this.
Now, is this going to take a long time to cook down?
No, it's very, very fast. Okay. All you want to make sure is that something can pierce through, a knife or a fork can pierce through the carrots, and it's done. It's ready. All the flavors have come together. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, I serve this on rice, okay? So stews aren't necessarily with potatoes. You know, sometimes you serve them on rice.
For sure.
But what I also love to do is this, and this is a great little trick.
This is my favorite. Any pot pies are good to me because there's a pastry involved.
Absolutely.
I like that.
I could wrap an old shoe in pastry. I swear I would eat it. Okay, so what we do is I like to make a double batch. Yeah. When you've already got the cutting boards out, when you've already made a mess of your kitchen, when everything's already upside down, what I don't understand is why people don't go the extra mile, cut a few extra carrots, double the recipe, cut a little bit more broccoli, because it's not even it's not the cutting that takes you so much time. It's that setting up and cleaning up all the mess. You're already doing that.
You're already doing it. Why not be prepared and organized?
Double up.
You're not going to be ordering pizza because you've got extra of this and you can use your stew and make a pot pie.
Absolutely. So
and
here's
did you
what
use
I do.
your own? You made your own crust there?
No, of course not. Hello. Cooking for the rushed.
What did you do?
What I did was I just used a butter puff pastry.
Yeah.
So this one, it comes in sheets. You cut it in 4 and slap it over the top. And I wait until it's frozen. So here's what I do. I take the stew, put it into these little containers, put it on a baking sheet, throw it in the freezer uncovered. Once it's a puck, then you take it and you put it in your little freezer bags.
Oh, really?
If guests come over unexpectedly,
you're like, whatever.
Take the puff pastry,
got pot
cut it in 4, throw it over the top, and you have pot pies. What I love about this is if you get in a traffic jam and your teen has got a sport activity or somebody's got sports or activities or swimming or dancing or whatever the case might be, we know what our parents are like these days.
Right.
You can either pop these out like a little ice cube right into a pot, all of them, or you can heat them up in the oven and they become a little pot pie.
It's one of those days, you know when your mother would call you? Me and Tracy talk about this in the makeup room all the time, and she's like, take the chicken out of the freezer, and you forget.
I know.
You don't even want to go home. You don't even want to go home. It's like, I didn't take the meat out of the freezer.
I know.
There's going to be no dinner.
I know.
But you're prepared, because that was in the freezer.
Well, and that's it, for the little bit extra.
That's amazing. I love it.
I always say, take extra 5 minutes. Take 5 is what I call it. Just do the extra 5, do a little extra cutting, and boom, you're ready.
Very good stuff. We're putting this recipe on our website as we put all of our amazing recipes. Cityline.ca.